Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your market talk and stock watch list for the 31st of July. As July is coming to an end and we move into August. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the action today. Dow was down about 0.5% on the Dow. The IBB was down over 1% for the day. IWM down over 0.5%. The Qs took it on the chin today. Tech stocks getting sold off again, down 1.41% on the QQQ. SMH also down over 0.5% here, down 0.68%. The SPY down 0.5%. We had the TNX, the 10-year up a tad. Oil up a big mover today. Oil was up, USO up 1.54% for oil. Oil itself back over $70 a barrel, up 2.110%. Let's go to my other schematic here. So let's take a look at silver was up a little bit today. Gold down a little bit today. The OIH, oil services sector, was up almost 2% today. Such names as Schlumberger, Halliburton, Rig. So in the oil services sector, BHGE also up. So OIH up almost 2% for the day as oil was climbing. Some movement in the VIX today. We got a 14 handle now on the VIX. We were up 9.44% for the net percentage for today. The XLF. Go back to my other one. You can see it easier. XLF was up about a fraction for the day on the XLF. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the markets real fast. So narrow range on the SPY here today, but we did have movement to the downside as we're getting closer to that 20 SMA on the daily chart for the SPY, which is at 278.75. So 278.75. That's right where the 20 SMA is for the SPY. Let's take a quick look at the Qs as they were down the most, testing the 50 SMA on the Qs. The IWM also rolling now back below the 50 SMA on the IWM. The IBB testing the 34 SMA on the daily chart here, the light dotted blue line you see there, but below all these other fast moving averages. XBI also taking it on the chin below the 50, testing the 100 SMA. Now back here in June 28th, actually. We tested that 100 SMA. Here we are again, right back down to the 100 SMA. Let's see if we can get some buying and move us back up. It's going to be if we can take out the highs of this candle and turn us back up on the XBI. Some news that came out after the bell tonight, courtesy of the trade exchange after the market closed. We had some news. CMG had news. They're closing one of their here it is. CMG shuts down Ohio restaurant after reports of customers getting severely ill. So that moving CMG down, closed at 400. Well, we got up as high as $480 on CMG, and then now they've rolled it right back down to about 450 level in the after hours tonight on CMG. Some other news that came out after the bell tonight. We had some insider purchases here, a lot, three on AT&T. Let's see if there's any reaction after the bell. AT&T actually had a strong day today. Nice move up, trying to get back over the 50 SMA on AT&T. The RSI breaking back up over 50. So after the close tonight, we had three directors making purchases in AT&T, one for over 32,000, 64,000 shares, and a 7,000 purchase here for AT&T. And also last week, I believe it was Friday, were three insider purchases on AT&T. Keep an eye on AT&T. on that name with those insider purchases. Let's see. We had AKS had earnings after the bell. AKS, they didn't like what they heard out of AKS, slamming that stock down. Was an earnings per share miss and a revenue beat. All right, so that was on AKS, a steel stock name. Let's see what else. We had SCON announces closing of 9 million public offering. SCON. Not much going on there with that stock. Let's see if there was anything else that was interesting. SunPower, SPWR, earnings per share and revenue beat. SPWR, that stock up in the after hours. So I'm actually going to add that to my list of stocks to watch for tomorrow. RIG Transocean came out with earnings after the bell tonight. RIG in the OIH service sector, oil service sector. So I'll throw that one on watch because it had earnings. Next up, we had TNET, earnings per share and revenue beat. TNET, Tenant. Nothing much going on there, but it was an earnings per share revenue beat on that name. CLAC, KLAC, earnings per share revenue beat. KLAC. Stock gapping up. It's up at $111 after the bell tonight. Denny's, DENN, earnings per share beat, revenue miss. DENN. Stock moving down in the after hours tonight. Rambus had earnings after the bell tonight. RMBS stock gapping down. Earnings per share revenue beat though. Must have maybe been something with the guidance or something said on the conference call for that one. Let's see if there was anything else. TREX earnings per share beat. TREX. Not too much happening there. NTRI earnings after the bell. NTRI stock trying to bounce off the lows here, but not a lot of action in the after hours tonight. All right, so let's see if there was anything else. CGNX earnings per share revenue beat. CGNX. Stock gapping up. I'll add that one to my watch list. CGNX. Add that to my watch list as the stock is gapping up, and that was an earnings per share revenue beat. VRNS earnings per share and revenue beat. VRNS stock gapping down after all those numbers. ILMN earnings per share and revenue beat. ILMN. Stock gapping up. It's at $310 per share. IDTI earnings per share beat, revenue beat. So IDTI, not too much happening in the after hours so far tonight. That's about it. Oh, AJRD. It's a defense name. AJRD. Arrow and Defense. Let's see, not too much going on, but they beat by 18 cents and beat on revenue for AJRD. So let's get this out of our way. We'll take a look. AJRD closed today at 27.72 and not much reaction in the after hour for tomorrow. Let's see, we got ABIO, which was popping up 5 million shares. It's an under $1 name. Nice closing candle here. Looks like, it got over this 75 cents, pushed higher. In after hours, it's up here at 85 cents. ABIO, that'll be on watch. Some oil names for possible swing trades in these. APA looks pretty good. APC holding up pretty good. That'll be on watch. CGNX, like I said, this one is up in the after hours tonight. It had earnings. Looks like they beat, so I'll keep that one on watch for tomorrow. CRMD, another one of these under $1 names, popping below 75 cents. You see back here, we had resistance. Let's see, that was right around 77 cents. We got over that today, but then pulled right back down. So watch a CRMD now if it can get up over this 77 cents area for a continuation move on that name. Depot. DEPO has been holding up volume today, 1.1 million shares. So this one kind of flagging here. So this one will be on watch. DNR, another oil name, trying to get back over the 20 SMA SMA. Possible swing trade in that name, DO. They had earnings today. We actually got a trade in this one. This was one that I forgot. We got in at 20.03 and the stock moved up to about 20.34. GT, I believe there's a call activity in this name. Big volume coming into GT, Goodyear Tire and Rubber. So that one will be on watch. HFC, a refiner, looking pretty good. All the refiners are very strong. VLO, PSX, also very strong. So I'll have this NAR will be on watch, all right, for tomorrow. And HFC will also be on watch for refining stock. So that looks pretty good. Maybe a 75 break coming up for HFC. Next up, ISR trying to get up over 70 cents. On ISR, not doing too much, but was up today gradually throughout the market day. Like I said, has that 70 cent spot up ahead. MOS needs to get up over this $30 area. We kind of hit it here. We hit it right there. We also got over a 30 here, but we're hanging just below it here. So MOS will be on watch. MYND will be on watch again. Now we got trades out of this today. So this MYND will be on watch. PUMP, spoke about this one in the video yesterday. Now getting above the 50 SMA on pump. Let me check out FANG, by the way, the oil FANG. Not too much going on there right now. RIG, they had earnings after the bell. Stock moving up. So I'll have this one on watch for tomorrow. Some of those names in the oil services sector, Schlumberger, Halliburton, BHGE. So I would say RIG has one of the best looking charts out of those names, so that'll be on watch. SPWR had earnings tonight after the bell, stock moving up, so that'll be on watch for maybe an intraday play. SSLJ, we got trades out of this today, so I'll see if there's anything that sets up intraday on this one. Letter T, because of those insider purchases, so, you know, probably maybe a possible swing trade in this name as they've gotten the Time Warner deal behind them. And I'm seeing a lot of insider purchases come in on AT&T. So this one will be on watch, possible swing trade in that. TAIT. Over 600,000 shares traded in this name. We got as high as 225 on TAIT, electronic distribution. So keep an eye on this one if it can get up over 225 maybe, or maybe some type of red to green move in that name. And then lastly, V-Ray. All right, V-Ray, big move up, even from 7 all the way up to 13. We're still holding this $11 area and the 5 EMA. They pushed it up. We had this pullback. Never did any too much technical damage here, and then buyers stepping up again. So this V-Ray, V-R-A-Y, will be on watch. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. That's your stocks to watch list for July 31st.